don't see any young people here to go downstairs today, so we'll all stay up here. You take the Bibles and turn them to the book of Joshua. Old Testament book of Joshua. We're looking there starting in chapter 6. Really the message covers Joshua chapters 6 through 8. We will not have time to read all of that. So we're going to summarize some of this and then just look at really just a couple of main thoughts. Well, we have time for it before we have the Lord's table. But a reminder for us to wait on the Lord and making sure that we understand that the blessing is coming if we'll just wait for it and we'll be obedient to the Lord in the process. Joshua chapter 6, starting in verse 17. In the city, we start in verse 16. And it shall come to pass the seventh time, when the priests blew with the trumpets, Joshua said to the people, Shout, for the Lord hath given you the city. The city shall be accursed, even it, and all that are therein, to the Lord. Only Rahab the harlot shall live, she and all that are with her in the house, because she hid the messengers that we sent. And ye in any wise keep yourselves from the accursed thing, lest ye take the accursed thing, lest ye make yourselves accursed when ye take the accursed thing, and make the camp of Israel a curse and trouble it. But all the silver and gold and vessels of brass and iron are consecrated unto the Lord. They shall come into the treasury of the Lord. Let us pray. Father in heaven, we thank you for your word. We thank you, Lord, for your test, even of our obedience, that we might show ourselves to be faithful, and we might live faithfully to you, trusting you for the provision that you have for us, the blessing that you have for us. And certainly, Lord, we know that all those things are ours in Christ. But, Lord, help us to be faithful to live the way you have us to live. We pray in Christ's name. Amen. I want to look, first of all, at the universal law that God has established. First of all, the Lord God is the Bible says, the Lord God is a jealous God. And that's part of his nature and part of his character. In fact, one of his very names is jealous. God is a jealous God. In Exodus chapter 20, verses 3 through 5, it is written as one of the 10 Commandments, Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. All right? We are to put God and his kingdom first. God is jealous for his glory. He is jealous for what is his. And we, as God's people, are his. But if we don't live in obedience, then the Lord is going to discipline us according as his word instructs that he will. As we think about the Lord, and we think about who he is, God tests his people. He tests those of us who would live for him and be blessed by him. He always is, many times before he blesses, there's a test that comes. Will we be faithful? Will we pray? Will we ask? Ye have not because ye ask not. Will we ask for the things that we need? Will we put God first in our life? And that's the way it is here. Here are these people, these children of Israel, really for 40 years have lived without things. Praise the Lord. They should have been amazed. Sometimes they despise what the Lord had done. But they should have been amazed because their shoes, they were wearing the same shoes for 40 years, many of them. And those shoes didn't wear out. I don't know about you, but I've never had a pair of shoes that lasted more than a few years before they needed to be changed, especially if I'm wearing them every day, right? And boy, they must have been, they must have been some shoes those Israelites had. No, they were not, those were the shoes. It was God. It was God who kept their stuff from aging and all the rest. God preserved all those things. But still, they hadn't had new clothes. My shirt's not wearing out, but it's not styled either. And so they hadn't had new clothes. How many of us, if we didn't have new clothes for 40 years, would be itching for something new? Right? Haven't had a new dress in 40 years. What's wrong with you, honey? I'm sure some of the wives were pressuring the husbands. Time for a new dress, dear. And you know what happens when you go in and defeat one of those towns? You get to take the spoil. That's the custom. You just go in, you take the spoil, and then you're going to have something new, at least new to you, something you haven't had before. And so God is testing his people here, Israel. He says, you're going to go in. In verses 17 through 19, the gist of this is, you're going to go in, and you're going to defeat the city. You're going to shout. This is right now. God has already instructed them what's going to happen. 6 days, you're going to go around the wall once, say nothing, be quiet, and pack it in for the day. On the seventh day, you're going to go 7 times, and then you're going to, at the command of Joshua, you're going to shout, and when you do, those walls are going to fall flat, and you're going to go in, and you're going to defeat this great city of Jericho. That will look like an impossible thing for you to do, but God is going to give you the victory. And so now Joshua is just in the process on that 7th day, just before that 7th time, when the priests were to blow the trumpets, and Joshua was to say, shout. He said, shout, the Lord has given you a city, but just a minute, before you shout, there's nobody going to go in there and take one thing from this city for yourselves. This is all stuff that is accursed, and it is, as it says here, all that there is accursed to the Lord. That means it's his, and if you touch it, if you take it, you're going to be accursed, and you're going to cause the whole camp of Israel to be accursed. So leave it alone. You may take the gold and the silver and the brass and the iron, and that will be taken into the treasure house for the work of the Lord, for the temple. This time it wouldn't be the temple, it would be the tabernacle. But for the worship of the Lord, and those things will be consecrated to him. But for yourselves, you take nothing. You're now going to have to obey me and trust me on this. And I'm sure there were some who, remember, they probably got in their mind that on that 7th day, they've been circling that thing all week. They've been told that they're going to, on the 7th day, circle it 7 times, and the walls are going to fall flat, and they're going to go in. And they're probably all planning. What are we going to get? We're going to have some new stuff for the first time in a while. This is really exciting. And right before the thing is about ready, right before they're going to shout, Joshua says, well, wait a minute. You can't take anything for yourself. I think there might have been some disappointment. Not a lot of time for disappointment, because the next thing that's going to happen is they're going to shout, the walls are going to come down, and they're going to have to go in there and take out the enemy, which, of course, according to the word of the Lord, they did. And so God is testing them. He is going to, almost always, before God blesses, he tests. Think about the test that he gave to Abraham when And then he goes and says, Abraham, after Isaac now is just, not quite an adult, almost ready to be his own man, we're going to have to go and take Isaac and sacrifice him on Mount Moriah. What are you talking about? How can that be? Well, God is going to test you. That was a test for Abraham. This is a test for the children of Israel. If you will put me first, I will bless you. But I'm going to test you first of all to see. I'm a jealous God, and I'm going to test you first of all to see if you are going to put me first. And so obviously there's a test. The universal law of God is that when God blesses, first he tests. There is then secondly a universal temptation. Immediately now, Joshua has told the people, no, you cannot have anything in the city. All right? You tell a kid no, maybe they're going to want that thing that you said they can't have. Well, sure enough, we see here in chapter 7, verse 1, and it says, but the children of Israel committed a trespass in the accursed thing, for Achan, the son of Carmi, the son of Zabdi, the son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah, took of the accursed thing. He's been warned, solemnly warned. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against the children of Israel. Verse number 11, Israel has sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant which I commanded them. For they have even taken of the accursed thing, and have also stolen, and dissembled also. They have put it even among their own stuff. Here's a temptation. Achan is tempted. And Achan is going to share with us his temptation. We look down in verse 20. Achan is confronted. Of course, Achan doesn't come up and admit right away that it's him, but the Lord has ways of knowing. And Joshua finds out. And Achan answered Joshua and said, indeed, I have sinned against the Lord God of Israel, and thus have I done. When I saw among the spoils a goodly Babylonish garment, and 200 shekels of silver, and a wedge of gold of 50 shekels weight, then I coveted them and took them. And behold, they are hid in the earth in the midst of my tent, and the silver under it. Here's the temptation. We're all faced with it. But we try to take a shortcut. God has revealed to us his will. It's not always understood by us, and it's not always easy to see how things are going to work out in the end. We're just called to trust God and say, okay, God, I've lived 40 years in this wilderness with the same shoes, the same clothes. Then I'll just have to live a little longer. And so this man sees among the spoils these, it says a goodly, I'm assuming now he looked at the tag and it said Babylonish on it. And he said, wow, I love that brand. That's my favorite kind of clothing. Well, I don't think they had tags back then, do you? I don't think so. But nevertheless, it was the style of clothes that he liked. It was the Babylonish style. I don't know why he didn't like the Israelite style, but nevertheless, it was the style that, I'm sure the style of Babylon back then was all the rage. And he saw that style of garment, he said, oh, you know what's going to happen to that thing if I don't take it? It's going to get burned. And of course he saw the gold and silver, and he knew, should have known, that was consecrated to the Lord. But what did he do? He said, I deserve it. Look at this. We haven't lived with, had stuff for a long time. Why should I just pass by and not take it? Nobody's going to know if I take it. It's just a little tiny bit of stuff. It means a lot to me, but compared to all this other stuff, it's meaningless. So he rationalizes and he takes it. And of course, he's tried to take a shortcut against the will of God. And unfortunately, he is found out. And of course, sadly, you see the rest of the chapter, what happens to him. He and his whole family are put to death. God says, do away with everything that belongs to them. Everything. Even the gold and the silver, and the Babylonish garment, and the family, and everybody else is put away. Verse 25, Joshua said, why hast thou troubled us? The Lord shall trouble thee this day. And all Israel stoned him with stones, burned them with fire after they had stoned them with stones. And they raised over him a great heap of stones unto this day. So the Lord turned from the fierceness of his anger, wherefore the name of that place was called the Valley of Achor unto this day. And so Achan was made an example of. By the way, Achan is still an example for us today about what happens when we try to disobey God and take a shortcut. Just a little sin, just a little pleasure, just a little breaking of God's will. It's no big deal. I can get away with it. I can circumvent what the process is, which is, of course, I have to trust God. I can either have it now, or I can trust God and get it when God wants to give it to me. I'll take it now. The only thing is, it never works that way, because God knows. You can't fool God. God knows everything. You got to remember, everybody, young people included, and you're learning this, I hope, that whenever you're by yourself, you're not really by yourself. Don't think there's ever a moment when you are by yourself. The minute you begin to think that way, you are deceived, you are wrong, and you can do just about anything because your flesh might want to trick yourself into thinking, I can get away with that. It's no big deal. Nobody knows. Nobody's going to care. Somebody doesn't. That's exactly what Achan thought. Nobody else was there in that house with him. They were in other houses collecting stuff and getting it ready to burn and all the rest. But Achan was all by himself. Nobody's going to know. God didn't. And God does not bless. Even when the sin that we commit is all by ourselves. We deceive ourselves into thinking that somehow I can commit sin, and well, if it does cause a problem, it'll only cause a problem for me. The only problem with that is, if you look back in chapter 7, 36 people are already dead because of Achan's sin against God. Achan's private sin leads to the public death of 36 Israelites as they look at this little thing. They just fresh off the victory of Jericho, and they're saying, wow, we have all kinds of power. God will help us to defeat anybody. This little Ai, no big Ai, take a couple thousand people, 2,000-3,000 people, and just go defeat the city. You don't need a whole bunch of people for that little place. They're just a few people. And so Israel goes, and they had taken a couple thousand over there, and they're gonna really trounce them. Except that they're not able to trounce them. They're ran out of the whole place. 36 people of the Israelites died. And now Joshua's saying, oh God, what is this? God says, get up, Joshua. Why are you on your face? Because somebody of Israel has sinned and taken the accursed thing. There's a problem in your camp, Joshua. The problem is not with me. Don't fall flat on your face to me. The problem is not in me. The problem is in you. You've got to deal with your people. And, of course, Joshua is able the Lord knows exactly who this person is. And by families, they take these people out. You know, every time they make a division, Achan goes with the group. He's still not going to say it's him, but eventually the Lord's going to say it's him. There he is. Finally, here's his confession. Okay, I did it. I'm caught. And then he stands here as an example to all of us to this day about what happens when we try to shortcut the will of God, when we try to take for ourselves, rather than just trusting the Lord to give us what He wants for us, when He wants us to have it. And you know, here's the problem. Here's the shame, really. If only Achan would have trusted God, just trusted God, when he was, the Lord had given him a great victory, and he saw the walls fall down flat, and he should have been like, wow, this is a great opportunity, just to do what God says to do. And I'm going to trust God. I see the Babylonish government, but I have a God who is able to supply me all the things I need. I'm just going to trust Him. Had he done that, the blessing would have come. The Bible says in Joshua chapter 8 and verse 2, "And thou shalt do to Ai and her king." Now the Lord, of course, is going to send them back to Ai, only God's going to instruct them now after Achan has been dealt with. "And thou shalt do to Ai and her king as thou didst unto Jericho and her king. Only the spoil thereof and the cattle thereof shall ye take for a prey unto yourselves. Lay thee an ambush for the city behind it." God instructs them as to how to get the victory. Verse 27 says, "Only the cattle and the spoil of that city Israel took for a prey unto themselves, according to the word of the Lord which He commanded Joshua." If only Achan would have trusted God and waited. The spoil was coming. The things that he needed for his family, and even some things he wanted, God was going to supply that. But now, of course, Achan is laying under a heap as an example because of his sin, rather than being blessed. All the rest of Israel now is being blessed. God said, now this time, you put me first. God always requires that. Him first. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. You put me first. That's what God wants. He's a jealous God. God says, when you put me first, I'll supply your need. And here it is. Now you go into Ai, you can take whatever you want. It's yours. You need it, take it. The spoil is all yours, Israel. You've been faithful. You've destroyed the things of Jericho. Now you can have the things for your families that you want and that you need. And Achan, no doubt, would have found things for himself. God would have supplied his need, but he tried to take a shortcut. And he missed out on God's blessing. Instead, he became a curse. Rather than being being blessed, he was a curse of God. All because he just didn't trust the Lord. And how much do we need to remember? Well, just be faithful to God. Just hold on to trusting the Lord until He blesses. Because He will. That ought to be our mindset. I'm just going to do right. I'm going to remember that God is always with me. He always sees me. He's always there to know what I'm thinking and what I'm doing. I'm going to guard my thoughts. I'm going to guard my actions. I want God's blessing. We can only think and then say, you know what, I'm going to wait. There may be some things I need. There may be some things that I'm waiting on the Lord for. Well, I'm going to wait, and I'm going to wait the right way. Being obedient to the Lord, knowing that the blessing is going to come. I'll just wait. And God will send it. He sends it here. God is God. You know God doesn't change. He's always the same. He's the same God back here as he was in the New Testament, same God as he is today. Some people try to say, well, you know, God is the God of the Old Testament, the God of judgment, and the God of the New Testament, the God of mercy. No, he's the same God. Same God throughout. Never changes. We can find things like this in the Old Testament. We can find things like this in the New Testament. Just a warning to us to stay faithful to God. Do it his way. Don't try to take a shortcut. Don't try to circumvent faith with sight. That's exactly what Achan did. Rather than believing the Lord, he saw the Babylonish garment. He saw the silver and gold. He said, wow, it's so nice to have that right now. No one's going to know. God always knows. We need to be faithful to God. First thing, of course, that we must know is that we know Christ is our Savior. If you don't know Jesus as your Savior tonight, he died on the cross for your sins. He rose again in order that you may have eternal life. Don't leave tonight if you don't know that Jesus is your Savior. But for the rest of us, I believe it's most, if not all of us here tonight, we know the Lord. But even knowing the Lord, we can try to shortcut faith, not trust God in a particular instance, and we'll find ourselves missing out on the blessing that God has for us. God wants to bless us. God wanted Israel to be blessed. He wanted to give them the spoil. But they had to put him first. That's always the rule. That's always the way our God is. We put him first. It's not hard. He doesn't. It's not like God is a mean taskmaster. God had provided for Israel all those years, and he was still providing for them. Their shoes weren't wearing out. Their clothes were as good as new. God said, I want to bless you. I have blessed you, and I want to bless you. You have to trust me. You have to put me first. Because without faith, it's impossible to please God. We must believe it. That's the way it is. Trust God. Do right.